And that means CLG made the move. It's time. No longer content creator. He's back on in. It's Tanner time, y'all. Demonte back on in to the LCS. This time over as a CLG starting mid laner. What do you make of this one here, LS?
So I feel like I read a lot of the comments on it, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, he's just running a bottom team. It's a terrible decision." Yada yada yada. I don't think it's actually a terrible decision because I think he gets at least a year and a half worth of juice out of the contract. And the reason that I say a year and a half is because he'll finish out the remainder of summer, and then he'll sit on a paycheck because they don't go to Worlds, right? So he just gets a really healthy paycheck during off season. And then next year in spring and summer, there's no way, even though it's CLG, there's no way they're gonna can him. So he gets a year and a half worth of financial security, whereas the position that he was just in leading up to this was he was like trying to transition into content creation, but obviously that was not going well whatsoever. And I'm not trying to like be an asshole or anything. I just mean like actual like YouTube views and everything else. It was not going good. So this is the best case thing that he can actually do in his position. And you can't, it's one of those fucking things where it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. He just doesn't have an option. I think he just has to accept.
And he did. Dom?
Like his life. He just has to accept.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's a situation where, like, it's not going to harm him much. If CLG still sucks, people aren't going to be like, fuck, it was Demonte.
It's Tanner.
The team. Yeah, like, it's one of those things where, like, the team is so fucking bad that...
Bring back Pobelter.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you get a couple comments like that, but it's not like they were winning with Pobelter at all. Like, they were getting shit on with both, right? They're probably going to get shit on with both. So I feel like it doesn't really make him look much worse. But if there is any uptick in CLG, now he'll get, like, all the credit. You know, be like, damn, it's like his positive mentality and, like, you know, the fact that he's just like a real Chad coming in there, Tanner shoving Finn into a locker, setting him straight, and then just like, yeah, being able to be the one that turned around the ship, so to speak. So I feel like there's a lot of like upside for him, not much downside. And it didn't feel like he was going to get like a better opportunity than this within LCS. Like, it doesn't seem like any of the other teams would take him. I feel like most people recognize that he is like a middle tier, like peak, like when he's playing at his best, he's like a middle tier LCS mid laner. And I think generally the other orgs would rather take a player that potentially has more upside. Like, I think FlyQuest would rather run triple or something like that, or people who are taking chances on Palafox, or you're gonna have a Blaze Olive. Like, people would just want to see if any of those players could maybe break into that top tier. So I think it's actually good for both parties to make this change.
Low floor, high ceiling. Whereas I kind of just thought about it a little bit. Tanner's normally known for these roaming mid laners, the ones that help out, and maybe not being so lane dominant, but helping out his other lanes, the Gallia, the Kiana, getting around the map. And I feel like you've got pieces that can help with that in a 3v2 if you can get there first, a Twisted Fate, and helping Finn carry a little bit harder, whereas Pobelter, I think, is a better carry, like a better mage player, just better in the lane. And if he gets fed, he can be the guy that wins you the game. But CLG was just losing. They would fall behind and they weren't able to close out. So do you feel like the stylistic change gives them a different angle towards success, a different angle towards finding wins?
I personally don't. I think that, like, he's going to be the same player that Pobelter was. It's like, all right, well, we can't win unless we play press our comps because no one on our team has any idea how to play League of Legends. So we're just going to, like, put you on Galio, and Brox is going to Vial. You're going to press R on him. Maybe Smoothie will play Rakan, and that is our team. All right. Get in there, champ. Like, that's pretty much going to be it.
I mean, I think Demonte, it's literally not going to, there's no way it's going to change anything. I mean, yeah, there's just no way it's going to change anything, man. I mean, when you look at CLG, they can't spot any of their own issues. Dude, oh God, you're making me see the Reddit comments right now. When I was reading through the Reddit comments, and the people are like, these are 5 veteran professionals right now, who are all clearly trying to get better, and they're all trying to improve. So it has to be the coaching staff's fault, right? No guy in comments. No, that's not actually how that works. Like, the players don't know what they're doing wrong and they don't know how to improve. That's literally the whole reason. It's actually like a support therapy group going on inside of the LCS. It's literally it's 5 people that have no idea what they're doing, who are just like seemingly like in the position that they're in, all trying to hurdle together to like survive on a deserted island. That's the way that I think of CLG.
And they decided to eat Pobelter, so yeah, we'll see how it goes.
We'll see
Lord
how
of
it
the
goes.
Flies.
I hope they're able to turn around. They're good guys on that roster. Let's head back to our overall leaderboard here. Again, at the bottom of the standings going into week number 6. The other big story that we had going into the week, Licorice being traded off of FlyQuest, being deemed surplus, and Nick VENN went on a couple of podcasts saying, hey, like, Golden Guardians came to me and wanted a big offer. I didn't really want to trade him, but there was something that I thought was best for him and for the group. Yeah, that's what he said. That is
okay. Number one, I've never seen you and Nick VENN in the room until I see that. You guys are the same person to me. So I actually don't even believe one word that's coming out of your mouth.
That's messed up, man. Hang on, let me keep going. I'm gonna find a photo of Nick.
I'm just saying, like, the way that I see it is that I was really surprised that they even went for this trade in the first place, because it felt like Solo improved their team quite a bit. But I mean, Licorice played well. He played better than we've seen him play pretty much the rest of summer. So I'd say it's overall like a win for both teams here. Like, because it didn't seem like FlyQuest even wanted to use him, right? Like, I don't think that if Licorice stayed with FlyQuest, he would have got to play. It was going to be the whole academy team in LCS. So Licorice gets to keep playing. If he ends up being better for Golden Guardians in some capacity, that's great. Essentially, what I've heard is that they have some idea of how they want to play the game. At least there's some shot calling in their team. So, you know what? Like, I'm okay with this. I just think it's weird for Solo, because I don't think Solo was the issue on Golden Guardians. I think he was actually performing pretty well.
Yeah, it did feel like it.
No, I was just gonna say it's kind of weird, right? Because especially the way that Solo, I mean, for me, the way that everyone was talking leading up to the change is just really sus, right? I had that tweet that I ended up like linking where Licorice says like how the team's coming together or something like that, right? And there's Swagasaurus's comment right below it. And then there's the FlyQuest tweet, and then Solo like doing the interviews and like talking about team atmosphere, and then boom. And I think for me, all that it really does, or what I hope that it does for like public, right, is it goes to show you how much bullshit is publicly just typed on the internet by people who want you to believe that certain things are going on that actually aren't. I think there's a lot more transparency in following the storyline of those events unfolding, and what it really means for behind the scene actions that has nothing to do with what you're saying publicly.
Yeah. I mean, Nick's been in the game for a while now, so I think he has his modus operandi, and most of the time it does seem like he is doing best for both parties, but, you know, he'll always do what's, you know, best for the org. He's you know, been employed for quite some time. So let me see if I can get this photo up for us, everybody. Here we go. Me and Dom is delusional. We don't look alike at all. Here we go. This is
okay. You're gonna use a bad picture, I believe.
No, look. That's a good picture of him on the stream. Look on the stream.
Okay, if you gained a solid 20 pounds, like, I could see it.
Hey, thanks for watching VENN Esports. Make sure to hit that subscribe button below and explore other videos. In fact, click on the ones on the screen right now. This one and this one. This one was pretty good, but this one's like my second favorite. My first favorite